Hey guys, what is up? Good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome back to our channel. And today we are back with another stalker related content, or should I say, shadow chaser related content, because we are all shadow chasers now. With the recent update, which was just this morning, they released a third job and a couple of changes that affects our gameplay, and we will be discussing those today and in the future. But for now, I want to discuss this one topic, which is, the topic that's unique to us stalkers and shadow chasers, which is the plagiarism. Okay. With the release of third jobs, we do have a new set of skills that we can copy that can help us with our dailies, our boss hunts, or even our PvP needs. And we managed to collect them. I don't know if this is all of them, but we tried to collect all of them for you guys. And thank you very much for all those who helped. It's greatly appreciated. And this is all for you guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the list and try to discuss one by one and see what's interesting and what's forgettable. So here's the list. Okay, so first in the list will be a skill that we can copy from Shura. It's called Rampage Blaster Max. So you trigger this by using your assault skill. So what happens is that you deal 200% of your physical attack to the enemy units within a 3-meter radius of the target. So if there are like 3 people around the enemy that you hit your assault with, what happens is that those 3 people around that single person that you targeted will be knocked back 4 meters away from the target and will be stunned for 1 second. Only downside of this skill is that you can only do it every 15 seconds. So it sounds good, but I can't think of any usage for this, actually. So let's move on to the next one, which will be from the Archbishop class. This is a third job of the High Priest. So during Shadow Possession, well, Shadow Possession is a new skill for Shadow Chasers, on which we can, basically possess our enemies, like get inside their bodies, and will be unaffected by any external physical attacks. So it says here, during Shadow Possession, we're protected by the Shadow Spirit, and then we restore HP equal to 2.5% of our max HP per second. And it also says here that this effect is not affected by healing bonus or PvP mode. So I'm not sure if it says that, that means that we cannot use it in PvP. Because if we can't, then why would we use it anyway, right? Because it's only 2.5% of our max HP. Like, just wear a nightmare. So I think the first two are like forgettable skills. So let's just move on. Next on the list is a skill that we can copy from the Guillotine Cross, or the third job of the Assassin Cross. So we use this by casting a Faint Bomb, another new skill for Shadow Chasers. This is basically a rollaway or a backslide, basically a second hide that we can use. So as you can see, it's only for 5 seconds, so it's very much different from the Thief Hide, which lasts for like, of course, more than 5 seconds. So it's very, very good for engaging and disengaging enemies. So I can see a double dagger stalker use this during KVMs or GVG. So that's interesting. Another skill that we can copy is called Suicidal Destruction. We get it from Mechanic class, and this also uses Faint Bomb. So instead of hiding, what it does is that you use Faint Bomb and then you deal additional damage equal to 5% of the target's max HP. So it's not effective against bosses, MVPs, or minis. Again, very minimal, 5%, but I think that's gonna be helpful in dealing with high HP classes. Because in my experience, anything that affects your max HP or max HP of your enemies is very good. But I cannot see it being very helpful in GVG or KBM situations. Okay, so moving on, we have a skill from the Warlock class. It's called White Imprison. Again, it uses your assault skill. So what it does is that if and when you hit someone with assault, it leaves a ghost trauma or a mark and they're marked for 3 seconds, within that 3 seconds, the ghost damage that they take will be increased by 20%. So as we know, longbow shadow chasers have this skill called Phantom Raid, on which they can attack while hidden, but their attacks will be converted to Ghost Element. So that helps with this new copied skill. So it basically increases your Ghost enhancement by 20%, which is huge, I think. So this can be usable case to case basis. Like maybe if you're a Kraken that can burst basically anybody else within just like a few arrows. So I think this is gonna be helpful. Okay. Then next will be a skill from the sorcerer. So still it uses the assault skill. So this one, instead of you dealing more damage to your enemy, what it does is it restrains the elemental power of your enemy, reducing earth, fire, wind, and water by 20%. So if your enemy is using elemental damage, what it does is that whenever you hit them with assault, their elemental damage is lowered by 20% for 3 seconds. That's it. So I'm not sure if that's helpful or not, but I don't think so. Next skill is Oatblade Max, which comes from Royal Guard, or third job for Paladin. So it says here, when in the hiding status, you gain a shield equal to 10% of your max HP for 10 seconds, and shield effect cannot stack. So not that useful, 10% of max HP when in hiding status. So I don't think that's very helpful actually. So I don't think anyone will be using that one in here. Next skill will be from the Rune Knight class. So this one's a little bit interesting because it adds like to your damage output. So when enchanting poison, you use a toxic rune to upgrade a weapon, and then it increases your poison enhancement by 10%. So yeah, I think that's a buff right there. So yeah, a little bit useful. But let's take a look at the remaining ones. Next one is the extra deck max, coming from either the minstrel or the wanderer. So this is from the gypsy or the clown. Third jobs. So what happens is that you randomly gain a tarot divination buff. So it could be Grail, Scepter, Sword, or Star Coin with 5 stacks and duration of 30 seconds. And when one of those expires, it automatically switches to another random effect. So I don't think that's very reliable. And I check the Grail, Scepter, Sword, or Star Coin. They're very minimal buffs. So it's like attack percent 5. Attack 5%, HP 5%. So I don't think that's very helpful for our Shadow Chasers. So yeah, I don't think someone will use that too. Next one is I think, the best skill that a longbow shadow chaser can copy. It's called Precision Shot Max, and then you copy it from the Ranger. So for this, whenever you do a triangle shot, you fire an additional 3 arrows at the target, and each arrow deals 250% of your physical attack and can be crit. If there are 3 arrows at 250 each, so that's 750% of your physical attack, and then it can also crit. So that's huge. Now, it won't be as huge as your regular triangle shot, but it fires quite fast. Like right after triangle shot, you'll see just like several yellow damages, and it's very fun to watch. So I tried this, and it's a great boost in our DPS. You couple it up with the new range toxic attack that now deals 100% more damage to MVPs and minis, and you get a boost in your boss hunting DPS. So it really helps. So if you're a longbow stalker, I suggest copy this one and then forget about the others. But last but not the least, actually the least, this is coming from the genetic. This is the last skill that we got because there were so few genetics on each of the servers, and we managed to find one. Thank you to our friends in Discord. And yeah, it says it enhances armor with shadow power, increases own damage. I mean, no, increases your own magic damage reflection by 5% and final magic damage reduction by 15%, while also reducing your own holy resistance by 50%. So I don't think that's helpful, really, like for Shadow Chasers. Even if you're a Dagger Shadow Chaser, I don't think that really helps with any build that we have right now. So personal recommendations that for Dagger Stalkers, especially for PvP, I highly suggest you copy the one from the Guillotine Cross, the covert disguise in which you use Feint Bomb and then you backslide and hide for 5 seconds. That's a good one. If you're a Longbow Stalker, copy Precision Shot Max from Rangers. Again, that basically increases your triangle shot to almost double. And that's a huge boost in your DPS. Honorable mentions, I think, will be the one from the Rune Knight class, in which you increase your poison enhance by 10%. Another honorable mention will be White Imprison from Warlock class. That's the one that leaves a ghost mark that you deal more damage by 20% on them for 3 seconds whenever you hit them with assault. But all the others, I don't think they're useful right now. But if you're using them and you find them useful, just let me know so that I can try it myself. Again, we just discovered this today, so we're still on that testing things. But this is the first look on the skills that we can copy right now. Unfortunately, we cannot copy any skills from our fellow Shadow Chasers. It's still giving me the Friendly Sparing and the Assault from the Teeth. I don't know if that's just my luck, that maybe there is a skill to copy, it's just not appearing to me due to RNG. But if you manage to get a skill from a fellow Shadow Chaser aside from those two, let me know, please. Just leave it in the comments. So yeah, that's all for today. I hope you pick up something. I hope you learn something from this, and I hope that we help you in building your stalkers or Shadow Chasers. So we'll be discussing more about the update on the upcoming videos, but for now, let's do it like one video topic at a time so that we can be organized and short and simple. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and you guys take care. Bye for now.